Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So Gemini, you guys have the Union of Hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. I feel like this connection was kind of brought to you by spirit. I see so many birds in the tree that they're like made of, like in their branches, and I feel like that's spirit. And I also think like birds could be really important to you at this time, like keep an eye out for birds. But I think that spirit, like this is a divine union, like a divine partnership, right? Something that was given to you guys by like the divine, right? So let's get into it. So this side got the guardian of the gate, but in reverse. So this side, I also want to say, has a lot of light. Like everything here is really, again, like from another realm, right? And this person also got a light energy, the singer of healing. So I would want to say like both these people, I think, were brought to be together in a divine way, right? We have like the unity card and we have the singer of healing. I don't know, I just see so much light. Even on this person's crown, like there's light and their chakras are lit up on in himself. And I just see like a lot of light, right, Gemini? I don't know, it feels really beautiful. It feels like a connection that was meant to bring stability, right? It was meant to bring not chaos. Let's want to say it's like here to bring, I want to say like positivity, right? And growth, and not only stability, but like growth, right? So with the guardian at the gate in reverse, I feel like this gate is what everyone needs to pass through. Like everyone, it speaks of like everyone kind of passing through this gate, right? Like this gateway isn't made for everybody, right? And everyone has to pass through it at a certain time, but you can only pass through it when you're at a certain like vibe. That's what I want to say, a certain energy. And I feel like this person, I feel like these are the energies that these people are working through, right? And I kind of want to say this is the masculine energy because I have himself, and I kind of want to say this is the feminine energy because I have the green woman on this side. It doesn't have to be necessarily, but like I'm kind of just already feeling that from this. And I feel like with the guardian at the gate in reverse, number 3, I feel like a lot of this might have had to do with like spirituality as well, right? A lot of this had to do with consciousness. A lot of this had to do with like the light within you, right? Light within this person. It's like this person might have been blocked for some time because they had to figure this out, right? Like they had to go through, but they kept getting blocked at going through because like to get through, you have to have a certain like vibe, I want to say, a certain vibration. You have to be at a certain consciousness. So this person has been working on like, I feel like themselves, trying to understand like where the blockages come from. And I feel like I don't think that they like show that they are actually doing this work. Like I don't think they actually talk about it, or I don't even know if they're 100% like conscious that they're doing this work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I could talk to them about it and they're like, oh, that sounds awesome, but like I don't know what that is. But I feel like they are doing it on some sort of level. I feel like this person here, I don't know if they're an earth sign with himself. I feel like they're like I want to say with himself, they remind me of the fire sign, like a fire sign. But it doesn't have to necessarily be like that's not what the fairies are about really. But I'm just getting a lot of like passion energy with himself. Like I feel him, I'm not even up to him and I can feel it. But yeah, I think that at the guardian of the gate, this is what this person has been working on, right? I feel like what could have been blocking this person, it could be anything that blocks this person, right? It could be anything that keeps this person from crossing the threshold. Like this person has been really trying to cross the threshold, but I don't think they really understood like how am I supposed to cross the threshold. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is the key to crossing the threshold? And I think they're understanding that it has a lot to do with obviously like themselves, right? It has a lot to do with their own energy, their own consciousness, their own vibration. Like everyone has the potential to cross through, but it's like at what point do we get to do it? Everyone gets to do it at a different time. And this person is like, I think they've been waiting for a long time to kind of get past the threshold. And every time they like try to go, they get like knocked back, right? So it's kind of like I feel like it's like a mystery to this person. Like they don't really understand what they need to do, like or that was like the big mystery, and that's why it kind of took this person a long time, I want to say, to understand like why do I keep getting blocked. It's like they kept going to the door and they kept getting rejected. And it's not like rejected like someone's there that's rejecting them. I just feel like the energy wouldn't let them cross through. So I'm saying they're like stuck, so they just go back and they're like, okay, like I'll figure it out. And then when they think they're ready, they go again and they're rejected again. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's part of the problem. Like, this person didn't understand. Like, again, like, as I'm talking about this, I feel like they're like, oh, that sounds really cool. They're like, I don't know how to do any of that work. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, they do. It's just like, I feel like subconscious, right? And I feel like the reason, like, this card can speak of a lot of things that's blocking us, right? But I feel like the reason that it's like blocking them, again, is because they're not ready. And what they're not ready for is like the unity, right? And it's not only unity within. I feel like this person fears themselves. Like, there's something about himself that's reminding me of the person themselves. Like, it's like, this is the fear. Like, the fear for them is like opening that part up to them, right? Like, you know how I'm saying, like, they don't really understand that part of themselves. They don't really, like, if you talk to them about it, they don't really know what you're talking about. Like, they're like, I don't know, that sounds cool, but I don't know, right? Or like, do you really believe in that stuff? Like, I feel like that's what's hard for this person. It's like themselves. Like, they fight themselves on things that they're like supposed to be going towards. Like, I feel like they personally would really want unity, right? They personally would really want like this passion. I'm getting like a lot of passion from this card. So it's like they kind of stop themselves, right? They like the gate, maybe the gate. I feel like the gate, right? It's like they were rejected a lot, right? And now I feel like the gate would actually just let them through, and they're too scared now to even go towards it. They're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So like at this point, they've kind of like, it's not that they gave up, like they haven't given up, but it's kind of that. It's like, maybe they secretly do know what it is, like subconsciously they know that it's like, it's this that's keeping them back, right? Like the mindset of like maybe being on their own for such a long time. They're like, I like, they're scared of this unity even to come, like, take place. So they're just like, you know what, I finally figured out what it is that I need to do to cross. I'm actually like kind of scared to do it, so I'm just gonna stay on the side. I'm laughing because like it's just so funny. Like, I feel like they were rejected so many times, and now they're like, you know what, forget the gate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, forget it. I don't need it. Like, I don't need it, right? They want the unity. Even though I feel like they fight themselves about it all the time, they seek, like, they do. Like, they do. And I think they understand that. I really do. So yeah, I feel like now that they know what the answer is, right? The answer to like walking through the gate, they understand the answer, right? They know what the answer is. Yet they're like, is it really worth it? Like, if I cross the gate and go towards the unity, right? And the meeting of like myself with another person, and like giving up my freedom, and like being like, you know, attached to someone, possibly going out with someone, is it going to be worth it? Like, I might just stay on this side of the gate and just like, you know, I'm okay, right? Like, it's so cute because it's fear, right? It's fear, and it's like a fear, I want to say, of love, a fear of unity, it's a fear of themselves. Like, they fear being open. They fear being, they fear being open and receptive to this other energy, right? They fear it, but there's so much light surrounding them. So I feel like they're kind of getting the messages. It's just, you know how it's like in darkness, even a tiny, like a match can light up darkness. Do you know what I'm saying? It takes one little match. It takes like, that's what I'm saying, that like there's so much light here to combat the darkness, I want to say. And it's not even about being combative towards the dark, because again, we need the dark, right? But it's like, I feel like this person has been on the other side for a really long time, and I feel like they're a little bit afraid to like cross the threshold, right? They're just afraid now at this point. Like, they were rejected. This could be speaking about someone who's like had a lot of people in their lives that they like tried to start a relationship with, and then like every time they try to start it, it like doesn't work out, or they get hurt, and they're like, you know what, forget this. Like, and it's like, you know what, after all these times of it not working out, I'm just done with it. Like, I'm not gonna even bother at this point, because it's like, for what? I'm doing fine on this side. But in reality, it's like this person, I feel like if you're dealing with this person, or if you are this person, it's like you know what you want, right? Like, you do. It's here. Like, you want the unity between you and another person. And it's the unity within, right? Because you're fighting yourself constantly. Like, I don't want to go down this gate. Like, I don't want to go down this path. So the fear fights the actual heart, right? And the heart is saying like, no, I really want this. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a unity within, and it's a unity without. It's a unity with someone else, and it's a unity with yourself for this person. And I feel like It's been a long time, I feel. And I feel like this person understands that this is something that they want, or maybe, like, I don't know if they completely understand it, but I feel like they will. Like, they're at the brink of, like, crossing this, right? And going into unity. Because, again, they have the union of hearts, right? We have the union of hearts, and we have this other person here. So, and I feel like this is divinely connected. It's just, like, the timing, right? The timing and the work that these two people have to do, right? Because I know, like, this person has to do a lot of work. I can just tell by the cards. Like, they've been doing a lot of work. And I can feel with this other person that it's a lot of this fear that they have to let go of, right? Yeah, it says that this card, like, amplifies. It says that this card amplifies the cards around it. So I feel like this person's fear for unity is great. But this person's also, like, the desire for unity is great. So again, it's like they're very conflicted. They conflict, like, they can do it to themselves, right? Because they fight themselves. And it's like they need to learn to, again, unite themselves. Like, they have to unite within to unite without. And right now they're a little bit I feel like they're reluctant still. Like, there's, like, a reluctance here. But again, like how I said, like, the light will always triumph the dark. I feel like there's so much light in these cards to show that, like, the light will win, right? The love will win, the heart will win, right? So yeah, I feel like the energy of this person, the energy that this person is going to come into is the energy of balance within themselves, the unity within themselves. This card speaks a lot about how this person understands, like, the conflict within. So it's like this person's going to understand where this conflict comes from. And I feel like they're gonna be able to kind of beat it, right? Because they understand that it's just coming from fear, it's just coming from hurt, it's just coming from loss, it's coming from pain, and that they need to, like, open themselves back up to love, basically, right? For this, like, divine connection to actually work out. If this person is able to open themselves up to this energy, to the energy of being who they are, which is, I feel like, a very nurturing individual, a very strong individual. I'm getting, like, a lot of passion, like, a lot of, like, want energy with this person. I think they've, like, been craving it. Not only craving it, like, it's like a strong desire on this person's part to be, like, in this energy, like, of this embrace, right? Like, this person desperately needs, like, I think, like, physical touch. I think this person could be, like, really physical. Like, you know how, like, they have the languages of love, and then there's 5, I'm pretty sure. This person is, like, all about the physical touch. Like, that's what I want to say. I don't mean, like, sexually. I mean, like, to someone to, like, hold their hand, someone to, like, you know, run their hands through their hair. Like, this person, I feel like, again, a lot of want energy, a lot of passion. And I feel like, again, a lot of physicality. And you can even see it here in this card. Like, look how they're, like, embracing each other. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're wrapped around each other. This person, I don't know if it's been a really long time since someone has actually, like, I want to say, like, gave this person a hug. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's what this person desperately, like, needs. I feel like I'm getting it strong. It's like this person, they fight it really hard because they fear it, but at the same time, it's like it's who they are. It's like they fight who they are, and that's why it's so, like, I don't want to say devastating, but it's hard, right? But yeah, I see this person being able to complete it. I feel like this person will learn to get more and more into their own energy, this energy of love, I want to say. I think it's just hard. I think this person, it's like they fight themselves, and maybe they create these obstacles for themselves. It could be with work, it could be with, like, family, it could be, like, in a lot of ways. Like, they create this block, right? And I feel like it's like a front, right? It's like someone's fronting, like, stop fronting. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you want, like, someone to give you a hug. You know, you want someone to come and give you a kiss, but you're, like, fronting. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the energy I'm getting with this person. I feel like it could be frustrating to this other person, because it's kind of frustrating to me. It's like the smallest touch or physicality is all this person wants, but I feel like they will never admit it. So, like, I feel like it will leave people confused, right? And it makes them maybe seem like they don't need anything, like they're good on their own. But again, it's like this person's just tired of being rejected at the gate. Like, this person just wants to go through the gate. But again, it's just hard for them, right? And I understand it. We all do, right? Yeah, I feel like strongly, like, what has kept this person from being, like, going through the gate is the fact that they fear, like they've had some sort of experience that's hurt them, right? And it had to do with union, which is why it's hard again for them to go across the gate and try to, like, try this again type vibe, right? But I think that they will. I think that they will. Now let's see this other person. So this other person has the Green Woman. I love this card, but it is a 5, right? And I feel like it coming up in reverse, I think this is kind of similar to this person's energy, where it's like this is kind of the energy that this person has been working on. You know, like we always have these lessons that we have to learn through life, and it's not even lessons, it's like learning who we are, right, through lessons. It's like the whole point of the journey is to know ourselves, right? And it's like we got to learn even the hard ways, I want to say. And I feel like sometimes it's like the time coming of union of the hearts will be like a time of, I said, it's a time of growth, but it's a different type of growth, right? This type of growth I feel like was kind of done in a, I want to say solitary, like they're how do I explain it? It's like these people have been alone for a little bit because they've been like learning these lessons, right? But now it's like time for the union, and it's like time, you know, like the earth, like the tides come in and out, and we go with how the tides move. This is the way that the universe works. It's like a time of maybe solitude and then a time of coming together. And I feel like this is the time for us, like, to be coming in union with people. I feel like that's strongly the energy with this wand energy that I keep getting. So I feel like the Green Woman is all about, I mean, I think about like someone like living in a forest, right? Like anything, like I picture someone who just like passes their hand over their flowers and like everything kind of grows, right? And they have like the loyalty of the animals around them, the loyalty, like everything kind of moves, right? Like this person is very, I want to say, like it's not only about growth, right? Like we're talking so much about growth here, and it's like this person, and I mean we're talking a lot about growth in both these cards, but mostly in the union with the hearts, right? And I feel like this is the opposite. Like this person has not been growing. Like they've been growing internally, but there's been a stagnancy in their lives. And I feel like it's because this person, maybe they've been like doing a lot of shadow work. I feel like this person, I mean, they have death in reverse, right? I feel like this person, they have a similar problem that has created stagnancy in their life, but it's for, I don't know if it's for the same reason. I feel like this person's fearful because they've like been hurt so many times, and they're kind of just like adamant about staying on one side, even though like their insides are pulling them in another direction, right? Like that's what I'm getting from this person. And then for this person, I feel like this person has been in like a stagnant energy, and I feel like, or they were in a stagnant energy, right? And it was like creating, imagine like in your life, like you don't even know what to create, right? You have nowhere, like that you know, like you don't know where you're supposed to be going. Do you know what I'm saying? You're just kind of like sitting there and you're like, it's like this person like went through the motions, but like there was no movement. That's what I feel. It's like there's no growth in this person's life. There's no like, as this person tries to create something, and then it just like burns, right? It just so they I don't even know if they were trying. That's what it doesn't even feel like this person was trying. It feels like this person was just like, let me just see what happens kind of vibe. Like, let's just go with the flow. And I think that's the best position this person could have been in, because I feel like what created the stagnant energy in the first place was them trying to like put so much power over like the things, right? And it's like the Green Woman, she just sticks out her hand and things like she tends to things, right? Like I don't feel like, I said like she passes her hands over them and then they grow, right? But it's like she tends to them, like she nurtures them, she cares for them. She's not like expectant of any sort of outcome from like the flowers, from the trees. You know what I'm saying? Everything's able to grow the way it wants to grow. And that's, I feel like, the problem that this other person has been dealing with. It's like they wanted to control the way things were going so hard that they fell into this place where nothing grew, nothing moved, because they had to understand that like nothing is like really in their control. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything is like in the control of the divine, basically. Like, yes, we have a lot of power to make moves, to like obviously succeed and to do things that we want to do. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, I think this person wanted to like things were happening like with the flow of life, right? And I feel like this has a lot to do with loss, right? She's like cradling this little, like, it looks like a dog, right? But it's like a fairy creature. But I feel like this person wanted to impose like control over situations. Like, people are leaving their life. It's like when a friend moves, it's like if someone's friend moves away and you don't want them to move away, but you're like in kindergarten and you're like, well, you have to go because your parents are going, so that's kind of the deal. That's how I feel like the universe kind of works. It's like people are moving in different directions and we can't really stop it. We just have to kind of like go with the flow. And I feel like this person didn't want to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? They were like, no, like it has to go a certain way. Like this person's leaving my life and I don't want them to leave. So I'm going to like do anything I can to hold on to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though it's probably in my best interest to let this person go to see what's coming next. Do you know what I'm saying? So this person has been imposing, like this was their problem. They're trying to impose control on situations that, and I don't feel like they did it in like a nasty way. I just feel like they were like things were happening one after another, right? Like this is falling, this is breaking, this is like falling there. And it's like, I can either try to stop everything from falling, but I only have 2 arms. Do you know what I'm saying? And then maybe this person like held up, like imagine if like 2 bookcases are falling and they're holding both bookcases up. How long could you honestly hold those 2 bookcases for? Do you know what I'm saying? Not very long. So it's like this person might have been holding the bookcases up for a really, really long time. And then they're like, you know what? Like at some point I have to let this go. I have to let the bookcases go because they're too heavy for me and I'm going to fall down. So it's like they had to just go with the flow of the way things were falling. And I feel like it was really, really hard for them because a lot of things were probably leaving their life. A lot of things were like falling. And like, again, this person is probably an earth sign. I'm getting like fire and earth a lot, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But it's like this person, I think, like likes stability. Remember, I was like, this will create stability. It's like this person really likes stability in their life. And when things were starting to fall around them, they were like very uncomfortable with that, right? So I feel like that was the blockage for this person, like learning to let go of control, right? Learning to go with the flow of how things, like how life works, right? This wasn't just like, you know, someone like, I don't know, like something meaningless. Like everything that was falling out of this person's life, I think was really meaningful. And that's why it created this stagnancy in this person's life where they're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now because they don't know what's going on, right? They don't know why things are leaving. They don't understand it. And this like takes, again, like trust in the divine, right? It's like, I have to believe that like if this is leaving my life, it's for a reason, right? I have to believe that like if they take this person out of my life, it's for the best, it's for my own good, right? It's for the best, it's the best thing for me, right? But I feel like this person didn't see it that way. It was like, why are you doing this to me, right? Like, why is this leaving my life? Like, I feel like this is a very painful cycle for this person, right? So a lot of pain on both of these people's ends, right? A lot of fear, just in a different way, right? And I feel like it was more, for this person, it's a lot about control, right? And understanding that like they don't have the control, even though it's like a really hard thing to grasp, right? Because we like we make plans, right? Like we like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this today, I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I'm like, you know, we make these little plans in our minds about what we're gonna do for the day, and then like nothing, like for this person, I feel like it wasn't like nothing was working out, and it was like, what the hell is going on? Do you know what I mean? Like it just like it created some sort of standstill for this person, right? And I feel like with Faf the Fooder, this is all about being grounded, right? Like taking your feet and grounding yourself. And I feel like that's where this person is going to end up, right? But I feel like there's a lot of energy for this person of this, I want to put it like this, right? Because it's like, this is the only way that this person will get out of that energy. It's like through healing. But with Faf the Fooder, right, in reverse, it's kind of speaking about how someone's like not being grounded, right? They're not being like, they're not based in reality. They're like not seeing things for the way they really are. And again, that's all about control of this person. It's like, I can't understand why things are moving this way or that way, so like I can't, like they couldn't deal with it at that time, right? And I think again, what was leaving this person's life was really painful for them. Again, that's why they need the healing, right? The union can come, like again, the union comes together when these two people learn like what they're supposed to learn from these cycles, right? So it's like maybe this is all the work that these two people have done, and now comes the union, right? But it's like, it's just really interesting to see where these two people have come from, because I feel like that's what it's all about, right? Like our stories make us who we are, and it's like, I feel like the story for these two people, it's going to be such a beautiful thing, this union between these two people, because I feel like they're learning so much, right? These aren't like easy lessons. This isn't like a day thing. This isn't like an overnight thing. This takes like years, you know? So I feel like for the fact that it's coming now, like the union, like this is something coming from the divine, it's like, it speaks to me about that these people will fulfill like this work, right? These people will get through these like tough energies that they were dealing with, because I think a lot of it has to do with like believing in something, greater than yourself, right? Yeah, this energy is like teaching this person a very valuable lesson about like sometimes things run their course, and it's like time to let them go. And I feel like that's a really hard lesson I think it's for everyone. It's a hard lesson. I know for me, like, that's a hard lesson. But yeah, I feel like it's learning this lesson, right, that gets this person to kind of move through their own. This is a gate, and I want to say like this is a portal. It's like the same thing, right? It's like these two people have to start moving, and they've been, I think, stagnant for a really long time in their own worlds, constructed from like fear, constructed from like this lack of control. But I think like the energy that's coming is really beautiful, because with the Singer of Healing, number 10, it just tells me like, and we have 10 and 10, right? So it's like once this person is able to get through this healing, it's like these two people are returning to love, right? It's like a return to their heart spaces, and it's like what brought them out of their heart spaces was these two different energies that they had to learn to like get through so they could get back to themselves, and they had to get back to their own hearts, right? And I feel like maybe it had like a lot of healing to do for both ends, but I feel like for this person on this side, this healing is like the only way to kind of go through, right? To get, like, it's the 10, right? And I feel like this person has really been working on healing. I think it's just been a long, like, again, I told you these are not easy energies. This person's been like, it's not only healing like from one thing. I feel like there's been a lot of loss in this person's life, especially with like the Death card coming out in reverse. It's like what this person lost, I feel like they didn't know if they could ever attain. Like, I don't even think this person thought they could go back to themselves. Same with this person. It's like these people share, this is probably what is a divine union. It's like these people share the same problem, where it's like they both like kind of lost themselves, right? And it's like been a painful journey. So like I feel like that's why the divine is bringing them together, because of like the pain that they've both kind of endured in their life, right? I definitely feel like what's interesting with this energy for this side is that these are both 10s, right? So I feel like the last healing that this person has to do comes with this connection. Like, I feel like the healing on this side is so deep and so leveled. Like, I'm telling you, layers of healing. Like, I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about like years of pain, right? So it's like, to heal this, what was broken in this person, it's like it comes with the last, with the 10 and the 10. I feel like they're simultaneous, right? It's like the last bit of healing, I feel like, comes with this union. If it comes with this person, it's funny to me. Like, I feel like the numbers are trying to tell me something, and it's like this last bit of healing, I think this person like has done most of the work. I want to say like 90%, right? It's like this person has done most of the healing. So this person has been on their own journey doing a lot of work. The last bit of healing this person has to do is with this other person. Like, I feel like this other person comes in and helps this other person to heal that last like 10%, I want to say. Like, there's still a bit of healing to be done for this person, because it's so deep, it's so layered. Like, I keep thinking of layers. It's like so deep. Like, this person thinks that they've been, like, I think this person even thinks that they're done healing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. And I think that they have probably completed all the healing that they can do for themselves. It's like, I feel like the last bit of healing that might come in is with this other person coming to connect, like, with this other person. Like, there's something here with that. And that's what's creating, like, the last bit for this person. So, yeah, Gemini, I really love this reading. I think it was really beautiful. Let's pull some advice. So I think that this 36 koi fish spirit, there's always enough, is kind of like the preparation for this union. Because I see like the green is for the heart chakra, and this is like, this is in preparation of this, right? We have the 9 and then the 10. So it's like this advice is not for this or this work. Like, this work, I feel like, is already completed. I want to say, like, yeah, like I think that like we're at the point where we're gonna like come here, right, into this union. So it's really important for this person, right, with the healing. And I feel like it's important for this person because it's like this is what creates this unity within this other person. Like they embrace that other aspect of themselves. So it's like this is a really important like union, right? It is a very important union, and this advice is like the 9 to the 10. So right before we get to the 10, this is the mindset that they want you to be in the divine. Like this is the advice, right? With Koi Fish Bridge, there's always enough. They want you to know like how abundantly you are on your own, like how fulfilling your life is on by itself, right? To appreciate all the work that you've done on yourselves to get to this point, right? And to always see that like how abundant you really are, because you have spirit, you have your heart, you have your soul, and like you've come back to it, right? Like you're coming back around to who you really are. And that's so like that should make you feel super abundant within. And like it's like don't look without to look for that abundance. Like you have to know it, that it's within, to have this union with like someone else. Do you know what I'm saying? It starts within, right? So this is the last step, right? Like there's all this work that's being done, and I understand that. And you're like, oh well, like that should be enough. I mean, this is an easy energy. These are really difficult. This is super easy, right? This is like compared to the work that these two people have been doing, this is easy. It's just to see that abundance that they've created in their own lives from doing this work. To appreciate the fact that like spirit's been there for you, to see that like who you are, like you don't even need this other person. It's just like this is like the icing on the cake, right? Yeah, it's like spirit's gonna bring you what you need when you're at this level. So once you get to this level, then this can happen, right? And it's honestly like such a beautiful. This is such a beautiful reading, guys. So yeah, Gemini, I hope that you guys like this reading. I love you guys. I hope it resonates with you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.